Nigga!
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. So with Curry sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. They've got Olajuwon. Carter is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Mutombo, and it's Mashburn in at the 3 slot. And for the Celtics, we've got White. Sanders is out there with Nelson. Then there's Havlicek, and it's Cowens in at the 5 down low.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Havlicek outside. With the shot. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Lillard, the pass to Mashburn. Three-pointer. And Sanders pulls it down. Here's Cowens. He's guarded by Olajuwon. And Nelson gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You will gladly take those.
And the Celtics with possession here after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Cowens. And it's rebounded by Mashburn. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Carter. Doesn't go for him.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pass to Nelson. Here's Cowens. He's defended by Olajuwon. Here's White. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Down low. And it's denied. And Sanders kicks to White. Nelson outside. Here's Cowens. He's defended by Olajuwon. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off. It's blocked.
Shot clock violation.
4-second violation. Away team ball.
Here's Lillard. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Mutombo. The shot is good off the backboard.
I mean, the one guy you have to box out. Dikembe so active on the glass.
White bounce pass. Shoots from 12. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Chicago. Trailing by 2. A nice shot by Carter.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Both teams will make substitutions. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Pass to Collins. Chicago grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Curry can't get it to go. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
The Celtics making a switch here. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Boston now. Westphal passes to White. Pass to Westphal. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's James, and James throws it down hard.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
We've got 1:18 left in the first. Boston trailing. Havlicek outside. Good defense by Wembanyama. Here's Brand, and it's blocked. Here's Westphal. He has yet to score. From the baseline. Not enough on that one as it misses. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Here's Curry with the 3, and Sanders pulls it down. Here's Westphal. James covering. And it's Westphal missing. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the first. James, the pass to Brand. And finished off by Brand.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Boston trails by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Havlicek outside. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
LeBron outside. That will count. And that one released in time, but no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Chicago leads by just 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Chicago.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
So with Lillard on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Brand out there with LeBron James. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Edwards in at the shooting guard. Here's James after the basket by Boston. It's Edwards on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to James. Edwards got the lead up to 4 now for Chicago.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around you.
Basket counts.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Left side, Edwards. Launches a three. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Here's Cowens. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on LeBron James.
How about that skill set that Cowens possesses? Shoots a high clip from the field and rebounds the ball well at either big man position.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And so Lillard will bring it up for Chicago. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense, shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Celtics making a switch here. Davis is checked in. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Westfall passes to Nelson. Oh, that's blocked. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Vince Carter the bucket on the assist by Lillard. And Chicago leads by 5.
Oh, give credit to Lillard there. Outstanding work of recognizing the defense over committing.
Carter's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. And White kicks to Nelson. Back to White. Tumbo grabs the board. Chicago leading by 5. Durant dishes to Carter. That's a 2 from Lillard. Here's Mashburn. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Yeah, and Mashburn, really one of the more versatile guys at that forward position. He can score, rebound, and pass all at a high level.
Havlicek, he's checked in for Boston. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. From the top of the key, he buries it. Here's Lillard. Pass to Mutombo. Here's Mashburn. No good that time. Some solid defensive work there from Havlicek. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Cowens passes to Havlicek. Nelson outside. Here's Westfall. 4 on the clock. Here's White. No good on the 3.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
And here's KD for 3. Rebound Boston. Cowens has got 6 rebounds in the game. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Celtics making a switch here. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Number 29.
Lillard against White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
The 3 from KD. Here's Mashburn. 1:03 left in the first half. Outside, White. The tray. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Lillard misses.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Havlicek outside. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Carter finds Lillard. Oh my goodness, the slam! Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh! Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
Here's Westphal, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. It's Chicago up 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Chicago. A 2-point game. Sanders is out there with Nelson. Then there's Havlicek. Then it's White. And it's Cowens in at the 5. That's the Boston 5. Now, here's Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, that's cold. Lillard shows the ball, pulls it back down. Free throw line.
Well, free throws good from Lillard. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Here's White. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Lillard. Edwards kicks to Olajuwon. Outside Edwards. Nelson with the steal. White goes in. Good. And a nice assist from Nelson. White's got 7.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Pass to Havlicek. Over Edwards. And it's Havlicek missing. Chicago leading. And it's Carter penetrating. Got that one up quick. He has 6.
Snappy play by Carter. The moment he's got an angle, he likes to pull it.
White looking around. Here's Cowens. He's guarded by Olajuwon. Sanders' shot is off.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Havlicek with it. And it's Carter picking him up. Nelson, the pass to Cowens. And here's Havlicek. Nelson dishes to Sanders. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the floater. And it's Havlicek missing. Chicago leading by 4. Carter for 3. That doesn't go either for Carter. Nelson outside. Outside White. Nelson the pass to Cowens. Havlicek outside. Shoots over Lillard. And it's Havlicek missing. Havlicek's gone 2 for 7 from the field. To the middle. And it's Olajuwon missing. Here's Boston now. Trailing by 4. They get the rebound. Sanders' shot is good. Sanders has got his second basket of the game.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And it's Carter missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Now, here is Havlicek. Pass to Cowens. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Giannis kicks to Lillard. Carter dishes to Giannis. No one near Olajuwon as he lets it go. And the three off target. Havlicek against Edwards. That evens the score. Havlicek's got 6 points.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, 2 shots.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And hey, he did just enough to get the lead. That's what's most important.
Pass to Westphal. For the lead, going inside.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama, helping him knock away that one.
Collins checked in for Havlicek. And Chicago also making a switch. James checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Westphal. And the rejection by James.
A versatile, talented defender, LeBron excels at using his athleticism and length to block so many shots.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Smith. Offside Collins. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Out to the right wing. High, arcing shot. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from Westphal.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Curry, that's good. With 1 on the clock, that one no good. And we've reached the end of the third. Chicago leads by 4. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. So with Lillard on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. We've got Luka Doncic. Victor Wembanyama is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Mashburn in at the 3, the small forward. They get it back. Second chance shot. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
No question James has the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous.
Here's White. Count it.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Chicago with the ball, following the bucket by the Celtics. Mashburn. No good on the triple. Boston trails by 4. Picked off in midair. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, we might as well count those free throw shots. Curry is automatic at the line.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
The Celtics call time. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach for the Celtics talked to his team during the break. told us, guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over, and you need to go out there and take control now. We'll see how it looks coming out of the timeout. Guys?
Thank you, David. Chicago leading by 6. Here's James. Nelson with the steal. Pass to Westfall, to the paint. It's deflected. One-on-one here. Doncic with it, and it's Nelson picking him up. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
White with it. Here is Davis. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Outside, White. Clock at 4. Here's Westfall. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Curry outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's White. It's hauled in by Doncic. Chicago leading by 8. From the arc. And it's White with the rebound. Tries from 7. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Ashburn's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Curry passes to James. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Bucket is good. Ashburn's got the lead up to 10 now for Chicago.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal.
The Celtics call time. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Make some noise.
Now Havlicek. To stop the drought. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Lillard. Sweet little floater. And it's a 12-point Chicago lead.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Sanders with a screen on Lillard. White drives in, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Damian Lillard. And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good.
Ooh, you hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
Here's Mutombo. Lillard up top. Stolen by Havlicek. And here comes White, leading the fast break, and Sanders throws it down.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's White, looking to get back on track here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 8.
Line. JoJo.
And both free throws good for White. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Mutombo kicks to Lillard. Mutombo sets a screen, shoots, and Sanders pulls it down. Lillard's got 3 of his 9 shots to fall. White dishes to Havlicek. It's good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
And so it's Boston with it. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in.
Perfect timing on the rejection there. This is the type of defense Brand can play.
Outside, White. Here's Nelson. Tries yet again over Brand. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Joe White. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Joe White. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Damian Lillard.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 7. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Three-pointer, Nelson. Back to Havlicek. Lets it go from deep. Curry outside. And the miss. And so it's Chicago winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that'll do it, folks. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.